There are a couple things that always come to mind. The first one to me is whoever talks last is the winner. So we just talked about introversion. So this is an asset if you're an introvert. If you have a customer or a prospect, your job is not to talk a lot about yourself and your product or service because I don't know what aspect of my product or service truly resonates with them. I need to find that out. It's an exploration. So you go into a meeting and somebody says, "Okay, so tell me all about you." And I go, "Well, I'm Alan Gregerman, the president of VentureWorks, but enough about me. Um, Let me find out what really matters to you. I know we have a limited amount of time. Let me find out what matters to you." So I believe kind of what gets talked about as active listening is absolutely essential. Is with everyone I meet, let me hear their story first. Let me ask them questions, find out what matters to them, and then tailor my story or our product, service, or solution to what actually meets their needs. I think that would be awesome. That's the first thing. The second thing is, and this is harder maybe for introverts than extroverts, and that is business and life are filled with rejection, okay? Folks who don't see how awesome our products or services are. The person we wanted to go out with that is not interested in going out with us. The party I didn't get invited to, which would have been an awesome party. All those things happen. Behind me, on the door there is my favorite word, and that word is next. And so I want everybody to etch in their mind the word next. Um, the reality is we're not going to win all the time. I submit a lot of proposals. I mean, I have a fairly good hit rate because I have a long track record. But even with a fairly good hit rate, let's say that 70% of the time I talk with somebody and they go, "Well, we'd like to hire you." 30% of the time they say, "We have no interest at all." I could either go, "Oh my God, I've been rejected," or I could go, "It's a big world. Next, let me try and talk to the next person." But I believe a lot of people listening get really frustrated or discombobulated when somebody says no to them, you know? And we just have to get over that. We're not perfect for everybody, but it's a big planet. There's like 8 billion people on the planet, and there's hundreds of thousands of customers for almost any product or service. For me, there's like a zillion customers. So I might reach out to people and they don't respond, or I might have a meeting with somebody and they don't call me back in or ask for a proposal. I just say next, I've done my best. I've asked them questions. I've listened. I understand their needs. I might honestly believe I can meet their needs better than anybody else. I haven't convinced them, or there's something else going on. So, that's a third thing. Everybody has a backstory, and we don't know that backstory unless they're like our closest friends in the world. We don't know when we walk into a room to talk with somebody or we send them an email, whether or not there's something going on in their world that we'll never understand that influences whether they're able to move forward. And so knowing that, I just, it makes it easier to say next. I go, whatever, they got a lot going on. I'll find somebody else. Life is short.
Mhm.